Hey there, and welcome. Do you want to have simple, easy conversations in English? Well, what's a better topic than music, right? Today, we're going to build your skills so you can ask people about their favorite artists and songs, all in simple, correct English. Let's jump right in. So let's start with a question for you. Yeah, you. Do you like pop music? Think about it. How would you answer that? By the end of this, you're going to be able to ask and answer questions just like this one, no problem. All right, let's open up our conversation toolkit. Tool number 1 is the basic yes-no question. In English, we use these little helper words at the very beginning of a question. And for this, our magic helper words are do and does. Now, this is the golden rule. You really want to get this down. We use do with the words I, you, we, and they, and we use does with he, she, and it. That's it. If you can remember this simple chart, you'll get your questions right every single time. The formula for asking a question is actually super simple. Think of it like a recipe. First, you start with either do or does. Then you add the subject. That's just who or what you're talking about. And finally, you pop in the verb, which is the action word. Easy, right? So let's see how this works in real life. Look at this first one. Do you like country music? We've got do, then the subject you, and the verb like. Simple. For the next one, does she play the piano? We use does. Why? Because the subject is she. And finally, do they like Imagine Dragons? We're back to do because the subject is they. You see the pattern? Okay, I have to show you this because it's a really common mistake for learners. A lot of people might say something like, does she likes rock? With an S on the end. This is actually incorrect. Let's figure out why so you can avoid it. So here's the secret. You know how in a normal sentence you'd say, she likes with an S? Well, when you make it a question, that little S basically jumps from the verb like over to the word do. And that's what turns do into does. So does is already carrying the S, you only need one. So the correct way to say it is simply, does she like rock? See, no S on like. Once you get that little trick in your head that does already has the S, this common mistake just disappears. All right, so how do you answer these questions? You could just say yes or no, but, sometimes that can sound a little short. A much more polite, natural way is to use a short answer. And the pattern is so easy. You just repeat the helper word from the question. So if someone asks, do you like rap? You can say, yes, I do. Or if they ask, does he play guitar? You could say, no, he doesn't. Awesome. You've totally got the yes-no questions down. So for our second tool, let's figure out how to get a little more information. How to get more than just a yes or a no. And you're going to love this because the formula is almost exactly the same as before. We just add one new thing right at the very beginning. We add a what question word. Words like what, who, where, or when. These questions are what really start a conversation. Instead of just getting a yes or no, if you ask, what kind of music do you like? You might get an answer like, I like rock. If you ask, what does she play? You'll find out she plays the piano. And who do they like? Gets you a specific band name, like Maroon 5. See, now you're really talking. Okay, you have the basic question formulas down. You're doing great. So now I'm going to give you a little pro tip. This is a secret that will help you sound way more natural, and it helps you avoid repeating yourself. Just listen to this for a second. I like Taylor Swift. I listen to Taylor Swift all day. Taylor Swift is great. It's correct. But it sounds a little robotic, doesn't it? That's because we keep saying Taylor Swift over and over. We can fix this so easily. The secret is using something called object pronouns. These are just short little words that replace the person or thing getting the action. So instead of saying Taylor Swift again and again, we can just say her. It's so much smoother. For a guy, you use him. For a girl, her. For a thing, like a type of music, you use it. And for a group, like a band, you use them.
All right, you've learned the tools. You've got the pro tip. I think it's time to put it all together. Let's do a quick little practice interview. I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to try answering them out loud. Don't be shy. Ready?
Okay, first question, just for you. Do you like rock music? Go ahead, try to give a short answer, like yes, I do, or no, I don't.
A really great answer would be something like this. Yes, I do. I love it. See what we did there? We used the correct short answer, yes, I do, and then we used the object pronoun it instead of saying rock music again. Perfect.
Okay, ready for another one? This time, think of a friend, maybe a female friend. Does she like rap? How would you answer that? Did you get it? A perfect answer could be, no, she doesn't. She hates it. We correctly used doesn't because we're talking about she, and then we used it to replace rap. You're getting the hang of this. All right, one last question for our little interview. Do you like the band Alabama Shakes? Now remember, a band is a group of people, so we should think of it as they. So a great model answer would sound like this. Yes, I do. I know them. Because the band is like a they, the correct object pronoun to use is them. Awesome job. You did amazing. But to really make these new skills stick, practice is everything. So here's a super simple 3-day plan for you. On day 1, just write down 5 questions about music. On day 2, try recording yourself on your phone asking and answering those questions. And for day 3, something fun, put on your favorite English song and listen carefully. Try to find all the object pronouns.
And there you have it. You are ready. You have the tools you need to go out there and start having real conversations about music. The only thing left to do is to actually use them. So my last question for you is, who are you going to ask about their favorite artists first? Good luck out there.